All right, so Miss Allen, you're still muted. All right, good. So I tell Miss Allen, just before we get started with the testimony, just so I'll be clear on things, is the only real property that Miss Lyons had the 18.9 acres?
No, she had a homestead also in Millville.
Was that different from the 18.9 acres?
Yes.
So who gets that? Or was I reading?
Harl Lyons.
Okay, so the way I'm reading it, okay, I hereby bequeath and bequest my worldly possessions as follows. My house.
The original house, and it's.
Okay, so my house and pastures, okay, comprising 2+ acres to my son. Okay, he built the original house, and it's been instrumental in his upkeep of the farm and 8.9 acres. Okay. So those are the two pieces of real property?
Correct.
Okay. And then on the other things, who's going to decide? The way I'm reading it, she says she wants to give furniture, jewelry, and clothing back to the people that gave it to her.
And she made a list of that. It wasn't a codicil to the will, but she did make a list as to who had given her what.
Okay. And so how are you going to accomplish, I guess, getting that stuff back to them?
Well, Mr. Lyons has access to the house, and he will let his brother and sister take whatever they need to take out of it.
So have the brother and sister seen that list?
Yes, I have sent them that list.
Okay. All right. So then is Mr. Lyons going to be your only witness?
As far as I know, I told both his sister and his brother that they could participate, and I gave them the Zoom information. The sister texted or emailed me this morning that she was not going to participate. I haven't heard anything from the brother.
Okay. So then Mr. Lyons will be able to testify about the handwriting also?
Well, I sent you, and it should be in the file, an affidavit from Gladys Keaton and one from Bill Fuller.
Okay.
Testifying that they were familiar with her handwriting.
Okay.
It was in fact hers.
Let me make sure I found that. Okay, there's Fuller, there's Keaton. Okay, good. We're good to go.
Okay. One other thing I'd like to discuss, their father died in 1980, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Harl?
That is correct.
Lyons?
That is correct.
Okay. And that was back when he died intestate. And so at that time, the law was where mother got her half of the property from the community estate, and the children got his half, and so it would be split into thirds.
Okay.
So I'm suggesting that if they will allow me, that Mr. Lyons will deed his interest in the farm to his brother and sister, and brother and sister will deed their interest in the house to him.
Okay. So after, so that would be the interest they got from the father.
Father.
Right.
And I think I may have sent you that affidavit. I don't. That affidavit of heirship.
I'm not seeing the affidavit of heirship, but is the microphone working?
That was put into the deed records under file number 103247.
Okay, I mean, all I have now is the probate file. So yeah, if it was in the deed records, then that's fine. And you know, everybody should sign the deeds to try to accomplish that. And we'll just have to see if when the next person goes to sell it, if the title company will accept everything. So.
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Lyons, if I can get you to raise your right hand.
Yes, sir.
And you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
do.
You may proceed.
Okay. Mr. Lyons, would you state your name for the record?
Harl B. Lyons,
And the name of the decedent?
Muriel Irwin Lyons.
Okay. And she was Muriel Lyons was domiciled in Austin County, Texas on the date of her death, and she had her primary estate in Austin County, Texas.
That is correct.
Okay. And she was 95 years old at the date of her death.
Correct.
And she died on January 4th, 2021 in Branham, Washington County, Texas.
Correct.
All right. And so you believe that the court has jurisdiction over this matter and venue is proper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And she had certain real property, two different tracts of real property, one being 2.06 acres of land with a wood framed home in Austin County.
Correct.
And she also had an 18.94 acre tract located on Ives Creek Road.
That is correct.
And she did not receive any Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st of 2005.
Correct.
Okay. And no executor was, she executed a valid written will on December 17th of 2018.
That is correct.
Okay. She has 3 children, yourself and a daughter, Deborah Ross McCarty, and a
Correct.
son, Eric Lyons. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And no children were born to or adopted by decedent after the execution of her will back in 2018.
That is correct.
And decedent's estate does not owe any unpaid debt other than any debt secured by a lien on real estate.
No debt.
Okay, so you don't believe that there's a necessity for administration of the estate?
No, there is no debt. I've paid everything.
Okay. And decedent was never divorced.
No,
And decedent's will does not name the state of Texas, an agency of the state, or a charitable organization as a devisee.
that is correct.
And 4 years have not elapsed since the date of decedent's death. Is that correct?
That is correct.
We're asking that you approve the will as a muniment of title, Judge.
All right, so bid the will as a monument of title, and that'll get filed then with the property records to transfer her interest in those 2 tracts to Mr. Lyons, and then the family members can all do the follow-up deeds.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much.
All right,
Oh, and
thank you.
did you have a proposed order? I had sent a proposed order.
I got that.
Okay,
I guess
thank you
that's in
very
the file,
much.
so I sign that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge Lady.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. The 2 of you need to